Hi, friends, and happy Friday. It's time for social studies. So, today we are going to talk about daily life, past to present. All people have basic needs like food, clothing, and shelter. And remember what shelter means that means like being able to live in a house. Families in the past had these needs. Families today need these things too. Families in the past met their needs differently than we do today. In the past, early settlers in Ohio hunted and farmed to get food. They built their own houses. They sewed their own clothes. The children helped farm. In the present, where we live today, people in Ohio have many different jobs to choose from. You can be a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, a dancer, a singer, a bus driver, a mechanic. There's all sorts of jobs that we can choose from. Families buy their food at stores and restaurants. A builder builds their houses. Families buy clothes at stores. Children go to school. So as you can see, friends, it was way different in the past than it is today. In the past, people in Ohio did things like hunt for their food, make their clothes, build their own houses, and had their children help farm and make their food. Okay? Today, here in the present, we get our clothes from stores. We get our food from stores and restaurants. And we have people, builders, that's their job that they choose to build our homes and things like that. So as you can see, it is pretty different. So from what happened in the past to now what happens in the future. So now what I am going to do is I'm going to explain what our activity is for today, and then we're going to check in with Scholastic News today. So what you're going to see is in the attached example, you're going to have an example, and it's going to say match each picture from the past with the picture that shows what action or place looks like in the present. So what you're going to do is there are 4 pictures from the past and 4 pictures from the present. And what you need to do is you need to look at the picture from the past and then use your seesaw tools and draw a line to what it matches now. So for example, the first picture from the past that you'll see is a picture of a farmer going and harvesting food from their farm. You need to then look at the present pictures and see what it matches. And you would draw a line to the family that has bags of groceries. Because in the past, they harvested their own food or hunted. In the present, we go to the store to buy our food. So you will just draw a line from that first picture in the past to the last picture in the present. Then you're going to look at the rest of the pictures and do the same thing. So please let me know if you have any questions. And what I am going to do now is I am going to go ahead and we are going to sign into Clever and we are going to do our Scholastic News for today. Thank you for bearing with me while I log in. I am going to start doing Scholastic News every Friday with the social studies lesson because I think Scholastic News is super fun and informative. And today, our Scholastic News is all about wants and needs. And we just learned that people in the past and people today have basic needs that they need to meet to be able to survive. So I think it's a perfect tie-in. So let's go ahead and look at this. 1 second. I picked the wrong one, my friends. Give me a second, friends. Thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate you so, so much. All right, let's go ahead and turn this on and get started. All right, so see, Scholastic News is like a newspaper. It's all filled with fun things. Okay, so let's go ahead here and we're going to do this one because is what we just learned is that people have basic needs that they need to meet. So we're going to be talking about this as well. So let's go ahead and read our newspaper today. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm worried you will not be able to hear the video, so we're not going to do that. And I'm just going to read this, okay? Scholastic News, holiday needs and wants. So we're getting ready to go into the holiday season, and I know you guys are super duper excited to possibly get some Christmas gifts and things like that. But we need to remember things that we need to survive and things that we want. I want you to really focus on those two differences, okay? All right, friends. Holiday needs and wants. Look at this big pile of presents. Is it a big pile of is a big pile of presents something you want or something you need? As we read, think about what you need, how what you need is different from what you want. So remember, a want is something that you desire, something that will bring you joy, something that you would like to have or participate in because it'll bring you joy. Something you need is something that you have to have in order to survive. So for example, food, okay? So I want you guys to learn those different words, wants and needs. All right, so let's look at this. It says, do you need it? We can't live without things we need, like food and water. We need food and water. Food and water keep your body working. We need shelter. Shelter keeps you warm when it is cold outside. We need clothes. Some people need glasses. People can have different needs. So we need clothes to keep us warm and also to be able to go out in public. Some people need things like glasses or hearing aids to help them function in everyday life. We need love. We need love from family and friends, and that's where we get our love. Very good. Move this down here. We can live without the things we want, but they are nice to have. Remember, they bring us joy. So, for example, sweet treats is something that we might want. They are nice to have, but we can live without them. Games. Games are fun. Having fun is a good thing, but we can live without games. Toys. It's nice to have toys as gifts, but we do not need them to, but do we need them to live? No way, Jose. We could live without them. So I want you to realize that there are certain things we need to be able to live and live well, but there's also some things that we want that we don't have to, that we don't need to be able to live, and but they're nice to have. They bring us joy. Show what you know. So what we're going to do is you just read about the needs and wants. Let me make sure. Yep, okay. So now, friends, what we are going to do is we're going to answer these questions, okay? You just read about needs and wants. Look at each photo. Is it something you need or something you might want? Circle the correct answer. Now, friends, my tool is not working, so I just want you to shout out when you know. So I'm going to say the word, and you need to say need or want, okay? Remember what a need is. Need is something you have to survive. And a want is something that you can live without, but it's nice to have. Okay, so let's look at this. This says love. Do we need it or do we want it? We need it, right? Ding, 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 ding. Yes, we need love to be able to survive. Let's look at healthy food. Do we need healthy food or do we want healthy food? We need healthy food. I hope you got that right. Good job. We need food to be able to survive. Very, very good. Shelter. Do we need it or do we want it? That's right. We need it. If we don't have shelter, we're going to be out in the cold and it's going to be cold and rainy and we won't be able to protect ourselves from the weather. Very good. These are toys. Do we need toys or do we want toys? We want them. Right. Good job. Yes, toys are fun to have and they're amazing, and I hope you have some amazing toys at home. But I want you to remember you don't need them to be able to live, okay? They're just something nice to have that bring you joy. Let's look at games. Games, do you need them or do you want them? That's right, you want them. Again, you don't need games to be able to live, but they are fun to have and that's something that brings us joy. Water. Do we need or want water? We need it to survive. You need water to be able to make your body work appropriately. Let's do the bonus. Should people buy what they need first? Then they can buy what they want? Which one should you buy first? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me read that again. People should buy what they need first. Then they can buy what they want. Which should you buy first? So what that's saying is if you have some money, you should take that money and buy what you need first. Then if you have, that way all your needs are met. Then if you have some extra money, you can take that extra money and buy something like a toy, something that you want. So what would you buy first, healthy food or candy? Healthy food, that's right. Very good. And then if you have some money left over and mommy and daddy or your grown-up says it's okay, maybe you can buy a candy. But yes, always take care of your needs first. Very, very good. I am super duper proud of you. All right, friends, so what I want you to do, especially this holiday season, as you're possibly getting some presents, just be grateful for the gifts that you're given because your wants are being met. But also remember the things that you need to be able to survive. All right, so now what I want you to do is go to Seesaw and do the attached activity that we talked about earlier in the lesson, and then submit it to Seesaw, and I will see you guys later. Have a great weekend.